Hello, my love. I hope that this finds you well. I hope that you are engaged. Perhaps I hope that you have stretched, that you have moved the blood that is in your body. I'm thinking about you as always. I wish that you see beauty today, that you find it somewhere, perhaps somewhere unexpected or somewhere uncharacteristic, perhaps. That would be my wish for you today. I hope you are well. Good morning. I was thinking about fear of success, and in this, I found it so interesting in my life that I feared rejection and failure, but at the same time I also feared success and being something great. And it's so odd how those two things interplayed with each other, and they could cause a certain paralysis at times. One, it took me a long time to be aware of. I was not always aware that my inability or my lack of pushing forward in certain things was actually tied perhaps more to being afraid of being successful than it was to being afraid of failing. And it's weird how those interplay with each other, and I found it incredibly fascinating. And they both involve change. And one is change that we would ostensibly view for the worse, the failure, and one is ostensibly for the better, the success. But it's not so easy to categorize such things, and a failure can be a success. It's all a matter of perception. But they involve change, which is something that is not always easy to accept. I remember I had a friend who, when she became very successful, and she was talking about how it required her to redefine herself, the success, all of a sudden, and achieving certain goals, and that is something that we have to do constantly in our lives, and not something I think that we should be afraid of. I also don't think it's something we should do willy-nilly, but change is, as they say, the only constant. And you have to trust your core, and that what you have at your core is solid. And so even though throughout my life I had redefined myself many times, sometimes wisely, sometimes not, I generally trusted my core. And that kept me grounded and anchored and safe in certain regards. So, fear of failure, fear of success, both of them can lead to inaction. Just something to be aware of and to not let get in your way, I suppose, would be my advice. But with that, I will bid you adieu, some food for thought, and I will recommend again Grasshopper on the Road by Arnold Lobel and the music of shovels and rope. And with that, I will bid you adieu.